Hey guys, it's Shauna with So the Journey Continues, Conversations with Shauna. I want to talk today a little bit about bruises and what they really mean to me. I have found out some really interesting things about what bruises are and how they show up in your life. I had a car accident on June 3rd with my daughter. It was a pretty bad car accident. We were taking a left and someone was coming straight ahead in the intersection and took basically the whole right side, passenger side, more of the passenger rear door than the front. But nonetheless, it was a really bad accident. But what I want to talk about is that the bruises that it left. Through the days, as the days went by, I found myself bruised up pretty bad by the seatbelt. The seatbelt went across here and on my chest and down around on the side of my breast and on the side of my side of my body, as well as on my belly. There were deep bruises. And day after day, those bruises got deeper and deeper, darker, purple bruises. They're very painful. But what I want to talk about is that pain and the bruises. You see, without getting too deep, I've had a lot of bruises in my life. Some of the bruises that I've had in my life are bruises that I may have put there, bruises that perhaps somebody else put there, but not physical bruises, internal. Those internal bruises hurt. But we kind of get up and we leave those bruises alone because we don't see them and we don't care for them. A lot of times those bruises can come in a domestic violence type of situation. But what I'm talking about is emotional bruising. Emotional bruising that is not physical bruising. Bruises that you can't see all the time, but they're there. Those are the bruises that we can easily brush off and act like they're not there and think deep in our head about the reasons why those bruises got there, and we try to do our best to push through. But what I have noticed this time is that the bruises that I have from the accident are actually a way for me to think and deal about the bruises that I really have deep inside. I have a lot of bruises deep inside. I have bruises from family, from friends, from ex-husbands. Those bruises, those are deep bruises. Those are bruises that you don't see every day. The emotional bruises. The bruises that we have, that we decide that I'm going to get through that. It's okay. Brush it off. Brush it off. But then they get deep purple and deep blue and deep black, but you just can't see them. So what I'm going to do is talk about the bruises that I have from the accident and how they metaphorically became bruises that I'm going to really deal with this time. I'm going to care for the bruises that I've had, the hate talk, the talk about I'm not good enough, the talk about who do you think you are, the talk about you're not enough. Those bruises. You can't do that. You're not good enough for that. Who are you to think that you're going to be able to be successful in any of that? Those bruises. Those bruises that I'm now going to take care of. Those bruises of people that have said things and created things in my mind that made me cry and made me sad and made me less than who God intended me to be. Those bruises. The bruises that we have And just like the woman or the male that is being physically abused, they're being knocked down, they're being killed, they're being shot at, they're being punched. They see their bruises. But those of us who walk around life acting like everything's great, life is wonderful. And we get knocked down and we get back up. And we get knocked down and we get back up. But we get knocked down by things that people say about us. It's time to heal those bruises. It's time to heal those bruises the same way that I'm now caring for the bruises that I have on my body that I can see from the car accident. Those bruises. Those bruises I'm going to use as the bruises to push me forward so that I can do better, so that I'm going to be better. I am enough. I am great. I am God's creation. I have enough in me for me. And there's enough out there for you. You don't have to be who those bruises are. You don't have to be who those people said you are. You are not your emotions. You're not. You are not the abuse that is putting on you. You're not. You're not good enough because you are. It doesn't matter what people say about you. Pick yourself back up. Look at those bruises and heal from those bruises. Go deep in and massage those bruises. Feel them. Know they're there. Don't ignore them. Like I have in the years past. I told you guys, 55, I was going to start something new. And I mean it. I am going to come into 55 like a BOSS, and I mean it. And that means if I have to start blocking people, removing people from my life, toxic no longer lives here. It can't live here. So the journey continues. Thank you for listening. You have a great day.